Good morning, everybody, or good evening, depending on where you are around the world. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. As Pablo said, my name's Nicola Johnston, and I'm Head of Marketing and Innovation here at Silver Fern Farms. And on behalf of Silver Fern Farms, I'd really like to welcome you all to session 2 of the Grazing and Future Multi-Scapes Conference. As Pablo said, we're delighted to sponsor this particular session. As a proud New Zealand food producer, the theme of creating health from the ground up is something that we're particularly passionate about here at Silver Fern Farms. And we're really pleased to participate in this very important thought leadership forum that considers how grazing and future multi-scapes may sustainably serve people and planet today and into tomorrow. I'll get you to move forward, please, on the slides. Thank you. So for those of you that don't know, Silver Fern Farms is New Zealand's leading processor and marketer of premium quality grass-fed beef, lamb and venison. We serve customers in more than 60 countries around the world. And we represent over 16,000 farmer suppliers and more than 5,000 farmer shareholders who really are the backbone of what we believe is New Zealand's world-leading grass-based pastoral system. And those farmers passionately graze and raise livestock to some of the highest standards in the world. Here at Silver Fern Farms, we also employ more than 7,000 food people in our network of 14 plants across New Zealand. And so we recognise that the health and well-being of our people and our rural communities is really dependent on how we act now to shape future productive landscapes. And for this reason, we're immensely proud to support the work of Pablo and organisations like the Centre of Excellence for Designing Future Productive Landscapes, considering how we can optimise the health and well-being of the natural ecosystems that we rely on, as well as optimising human health and well-being whilst creating economic, social and cultural wealth must be our shared goal. Silver Fern Farms' vision is to become the world's most successful and sustainable grass-fed red meat company. And this commitment is really fundamental to our business, and we've embarked on this important journey, not only because we believe that is what the conscious consumer of tomorrow will demand, but because we recognise that true value lies beyond profit and is instead embedded in purpose and the impact that our business can have when it comes to creating a better future. Our Plate-to-Pasture strategy deliberately flips the farm-to-fork model on its head, putting the consumer and the customer at the forefront of what we do, and then connecting them back to the provenance of their red meat and the dedicated farmers who produce it. And we like to say that our beef, lamb and venison are 100% made of New Zealand, made of our special place, Aotearoa, New Zealand, of our special people who are guardians of the land, and our passion for doing things right at every step of the process with respect and care in mind. So back in 2016, we launched our Sustainable Chain of Care program, which was our first step in setting our ambitions in the sustainability space and really identifying where we as an organisation could raise our performance on areas of social, environmental and financial performance. This is something that we take very seriously. We're a member of the Sustainable Business Council of New Zealand and the Climate Leaders Coalition, as well as a foundation member of the Aotearoa Circle, which is a group here in New Zealand involving some of New Zealand's leading businesses, as well as government agencies, and that purpose of the organisation is to work collaboratively on sustainability initiatives at a national level. We're the first red meat company in New Zealand to measure our carbon footprint and to become an accredited Toitū carbon reduced company. And I'm proud to say that we've achieved a 20% reduction in emissions since our first year of measurement 3 years ago. We're actively working on transitioning away from coal, and we have plans in place to halve our coal use in the next 3 years and drive a further 23% reduction in GHG emissions. We have adopted science-based targets, and they prescribe a 42% reduction in emissions by 2030 on top of what we've already achieved. So we're actively involved in current work on on-farm carbon reduction in the area of supporting biodiversity, and we are about to embark on a future work stream on sustainable resource management of soils. And Silver Fern Farms believes it's really important to take a leadership role in this space to shape our farmers' thinking, really about what leading-edge sustainable pastoral practice might look like in the future, but also so that their incredible stories of the work they're already undertaking to leave their land better than they found it are integrated into how we protect and value our precious country. As consumers' expectations of us producers continue to rise and dimensionalise, we see them being increasingly challenged by concerns around the ethics and sustainability of their food production system, particularly when it comes to red meat. And our latest research tells us they are starting to care at a deeper level than ever before about things like soil health, emissions, the intensity of the farming systems, water quality, biodiversity, and the resilience of their food supply. Their lens is shifting quickly in the context of a post-COVID world and a state of climate emergency, from expecting producers to do less harm to doing more good, and to move from merely thinking about sustainability to making a serious commitment to regenerating. So forums such as this are vitally important. Thank you, Pablo, for hosting this session. Important that we share thought leadership and leading science that cultivates the shift in thinking towards sustainable multi-purpose pastoralism. And as Silver Fern Farms shapes its promise to consumers of the future, it will be with a lens that we really can create health from the ground up. With that, I'd like to hand back to Pablo to take us into the workshops.
And we're not only multi-scape, but multifunctional as well. Thank you very much, Nicola. We really appreciate your support, and you know you are working with us to a better future. So we really appreciate it. All the speakers appreciate your support, and all the students in Lincoln and abroad. When we reopen our beautiful New Zealand, will be quite amazed of what you guys are doing and you're proposing from us to the other grazing lands of the world.